Good day everyone. So this is our first discussion for linear algebra. So I am Joseph M. Macalalat, your course instructor. So linear equation and matrices. In mathematics, a linear equation is an algebraic equation of first degree or in which each term has an exponent equal to 1. When graphing, it results in a straight line. The parameters of the equation are the coefficients may be arbitrary expressions provided that these do not contain any of the variables. In this chapter, the idea of matrices will introduce via the theory of simultaneous linear equations. This method has the advantage of leading directly to the matrix concept in reduced row echelon form. Also, some results deal with the existence and uniqueness of the systems of linear equation will formulate. The students become interested in every lesson as they value the basic concepts of linear equations and matrices when applied to cryptography. So we have here the intended learning outcome. At the end of this chapter, the students should be able to write and recognize the system of M linear equations in N variables, identify the solution of system of linear equations, solve word problems involving linear equations, define the different terminologies associated with matrices, write the coefficient matrix, the augmented matrix, and the constant matrix for system of M equations in N unknowns. Use the properties of matrix addition, scalar multiplication, and zero matrices, matrix multiplication, and the identity matrix. Find the transpose of matrix, apply the concepts and the principles of matrix operations such as addition and subtraction, and scalar multiplication and multiplication of matrices. Familiarize and apply the rules involving algebraic properties of matrix operations. Verify properties of matrix operations. Solve a system of linear equations by matrix operations. Identify the types of matrices. Follow the procedures in solving system of linear equation by Gauss-Jordan reduction. Enumerate and apply the matrix properties to identify in reduced row echelon form. Determine the size of a matrix. Write an augmented coefficient matrix from a system of linear equations. Familiarize the two conditions involving homogeneous systems such as trivial and non-trivial solutions. Use Gauss-Jordan reduction to solve a system of linear equations. Solve a homogeneous system of linear equations. Know and apply the three ways in finding the inverse of a matrix. Find the matrix inverse if it exists, and use properties of inverse matrices to solve a system of linear equations. Encode the message using the given square matrix and decode message which is encoded in a specified square matrix. So that is our intended learning outcome. So let's continue to our topic today. So we have the system of linear equations. Okay? So a linear equation is an equation of the form a sub 1 x sub 1 plus a sub 2 x sub 2 plus plus a sub n minus 1 x sub n minus 1 plus a sub n x sub n is equal to b, where a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub n minus 1, a sub n, and b are real numbers, and x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub n minus 1, and x sub n are variables. So the graph of linear equation with real coefficients in two variables is a line, and in three variables is a plane in a three-dimensional space. Okay. So as you can see, a linear equation daw is a form of this. So as you mapapansin nyo, we have a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub n minus 1, a sub n, and b are real numbers. So kung mapapansin nyo dito sa ating linear equation, ito siya. Ayan. And ito. So yung mga may bilog na yan, siya daw ay mga real numbers. Ano daw yung mga real numbers na meron tayo? Okay? So, siya yung mga positive or negative integers. Okay? So, pwede siyang square root. Basta kahit, pwede siyang decimal. Basta kahit anong real numbers. Okay? And Ang ating mga x sub 1 naman, so ito naman, guguhitan ko, x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub n minus 1, x sub n. Ayan, so they are variables. Okay? So, nabanggit kanina, they are arbitrary. Pwedeng kahit anong gamitin natin. Basta walang kaparehas na assignment yung ating mga variables. Dapat is magkakaiba sila ng assignment. Okay? So, sabi din dyan, a graph of linear equation with real coefficients in two variables. So, kapag ang ating linear equation daw is in two variables or with coefficients in two variables, so it is a line. While kapag daw yung ating linear equation is in or has three variables, okay? So, it is a plane in a three-dimensional space. Okay. So, also we have the system of M linear equations. So, we have a system of M linear equations in n variables. Is written in the following form. Okay? So, meron tayong linear equation or M linear equation in n variables. So, ibig sabihin, itong pinapakitang ito is M linear equation siya. Ibig sabihin, yung ating mga real numbers is represented as M or M linear equations nga siya. Okay? And we have here the n variables. So, kung mapapansin nyo, ito, we have a sub 1, 1, a sub 2, 1, up to a sub m, 1. Okay? Then, siya is yung M is yung column. M for column. Also, we have, and then kung mapapansin nyo naman, we have x sub 1, x sub 2, up to x sub n. So, siya ay n is equal to the row. Okay? So, that is our M linear equations in n variables. As for the system of linear equations, there can be unique solutions, many solutions, or no solution. Okay? So, mamaya magdi-discuss tayo ng isang for unique solution, many solutions, and no solution, meron tayong tig-isang example para mas maintindihan natin. If the number of variable increases, a geometrical interpretation of such a system of equations become increasingly complicated. Okay? So, kasi guys, kapag, kuwari, nakapag-solve tayo ng isang linear equation, di ba, nabanggit ko kanina, if the graph of a linear equation with real coefficient with two variable is a line. Then kapag three variables naman, it is a plane in three-dimensional space. Okay? So, yun nga, sabi dyan, if the number daw ng variables increases, yung geometrical interpretation niya is medyo komplikado. Kasi, usually, ginagraph siya sa Cartesian plane. Kung familiar kayo, ayan. So, kung familiar sa Cartesian plane, usually ginagraph siya dyan. Kasi, ang nakukuha natin sa yung mga linear equation na meron tayo is nakakakuha tayo ng mga points. So, basically, they are graphed in a Cartesian plane. Okay, so, yung mga points, for example, na nakakuha natin is like this. What is 3, 2, negative 1, 3. Ganyan. So, yung, ganyan yung nakuha natin, yung mga value or mga points. Sabi din dyan, each equation will represent a space embedded in a larger space. Solutions will be points. Ayan, so solution will be points that lie on all the embedded spaces. So the geometrical approach used in this section to visualize solutions becomes impractical. Hence, algebraic methods are appropriate for solving longer system of linear equations. Okay, so we are going to use algebraic methods para makapag-solve tayo ng mga mahahabang system of linear equations. So, we have here example 1. Consider the linear system. So, kung mapapansin nyo, it is an example for unique solution. So, we have here the first, or we have here two equations. So, we can denote this as equation 1 and equation 2. Okay. So, for equation 1, we have x minus 3y is equal to 9. And for equation 2, we have 2x plus y is equal to 4. So, ano bang kailangan natin gawin dito? We have to find a unique solution on this given linear system or linear equations. Okay? So, for the solution, if you are familiar on elimination method, ayan, so we are going to use elimination method. So, anong ibig sabihin ng elimination method? So, we are going to eliminate a specific variable to get a value of the another present variable. So, since we have two variables lang na available dito, which is x and y, okay, so we can cancel or eliminate the first variable. Kung anong gusto nyo, okay lang. Pwedeng, since meron tayong x and y, pwedeng i-eliminate natin yung x para makuha natin yung value ng y. Or pwede natin i-eliminate yung y para makuha natin yung variable ng x. Okay? Sige, gawin natin. So, i-rewrite ko na lang din dito para mas makita nyo kung paano siya nangyari. So, we have x minus 3y is equal to 9. So, this is our first equation. And we have 2x plus y is equal to 4. Okay, so let's decide kung ano ang ating i-eliminate. But yung nandito sa PowerPoint natin, ang in-eliminate niya is for x. Okay? So, paano natin i-eliminate itong x? So, we just need to multiply here negative 2 or 2. Pag negative 2 yung minultiply nyo, hindi nyo na kailangan ilagay ito. Pwedeng na ganito na. Pero kung 2 lang din, so you can put negative here para ma-minus to. Okay? So, ayan. Let's simplify. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 3y, so positive 6y. Then, negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. Then, retain lang ito kasi wala naman tayong minultiply sa kanya. Yung second equation. Then, simplify. So, medyo iba siya dito, but they are just the same. Kumbaga, itong negative na to is pwedeng i-distribute dito. So, negative 2x plus 6y, negative 18. So, parehas lang sila, di ba? Ito. Ayan. Parehas lang sila. Okay, so simplify natin to. So, we have negative 2x plus 2x. So, cancel na siya since they are 0. 6y plus y is 7y. Then, we have negative 18 plus 4 is negative 14. And divide both sides by 7. Then, we have y is equal to negative 2. So, mapapansin nyo, parehas siya. Okay? Ayun. So, since dalawa lang yung variable na available dito sa ating linear system na given for unique solution, so, since nakuha na din natin ang value ng y, then we can substitute the value of y maalin dun sa dalawang given equations na meron tayo para makuha natin yung value ng x. So, ayan. So, as you can see here, ayan, ginawa niya. Sinubstitute niya. Ito yung ating first equation, di ba? So, this is our first equation. X minus 3y is equal to 9. Then, sinubstitute niya lang yung value ng y dito. So, we have x is minus 3 times negative 2 equals 9. And so, we have x plus 6 since negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. Then, we have equals 9. Then, we have, itong 6 is transpose lang natin dito sa right side. So, we have x is equal to 9 minus 6. Then, x is equal to 3. Okay? So, try natin i-substitute yung y dun sa pangalawang equation para makita nyo kung tama. So, 2x plus y is equal to 4. So, 2x, ano ang y natin? Ang y natin is negative 2 is equal to 4. 2x, then ito is pwede natin i-transpose dun. So, 4 plus 2 na siya kasi negative to eh. So, pag tinranspose natin, yung sign is mabago. So, we have 2x is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 2. So, we have x is equal to 3. Therefore, we have the value of x and y, which is 3 and negative 2. Is a unique solution to the linear system. So, paano siya naging unique solution? Ibig sabihin, yung 3 and negative 2, siya lang yung value ng x and y na pwede nating gamitin dito sa ating given linear equations. Ayun, so that is an example for unique solution. So next, we have the, example 2. Consider the following system of equations. So we have this example is for many solutions. So, paano siya naging many solutions? So, let's solve this para maintindihan natin kung bakit siya example for linear solutions. So, as you can see, we have two equations with three variables. We have x, we have y, and we have z. Okay? Ayan. So, for the first equation, we have 3x plus 2y minus 5z is equal to 2. And for second equation, we have 2x plus 3y minus 5z is equal to negative 2. So, for the solution, as you can see, ayan, ang sabi, eliminate variable x. Okay? So, we should eliminate variable x or kung anong gusto nyong i-eliminate na variable. Okay? So, ayan. Sige, isusulat ko na lang dito sa side kung paano siya nangyari. Okay, so ang ginamit niya is equation 1 and equation 2, of course. So, and i-eliminate niya yung variable x. Okay, so sulat ko lang yung equation 1 and equation 2. So, we have 3x plus 2y minus 5z is equal to 2 and 2x plus 3y minus 5z is equal to negative 2. Okay, so this is our equation 1 and this is our equation 2. Okay, ayan. So, anong nangyari dyan is, paano natin maka-cancel ang variable x or paano natin i-eliminate? Magkaiba siya. Okay, so minsan, pwede kayong mag-multiply sa isang equation lang and also you can multiply both equation. Okay, so paano natin mag-eliminate? So, we can multiply both equation by a specific real number. So, multiply lang ako dito ng 2 or siguro pwede negative 2. Then, dito naman, multiply ako ng negative 3. So, bakit ako positive 3? Bakit ako nag-multiply parehas? Kasi, kapag nag-multiply ako negative 2 dito sa 3x, so magiging negative 6x siya. Then, dito naman, pag nag-multiply ako ng 3 dun sa 2x, so magiging 6x siya. So, pwede siya makancel. Just like what we have here. Ayan, ito diba? Ayan siya naging 6x. Okay, so let's continue. Simplify lang natin. So we have negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. So as you can see, may negative dito. So you can distribute it here. So negative to, positive to, and negative. So let's see. Negative 2 times negative 2y, or positive 2y, sorry. So we have negative 4y. So para siya dito. Negative 2 times negative 5z, so we have positive 10z. Then negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Then yung second equation naman, positive 3 times 2x, so we have 6x. Positive 3 times 3y is positive 9y. Then we have positive 3 times negative 5y is negative 15z. Then we have positive 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Okay, so simplify lang natin. So, 6x plus, negative 6x plus 6x, so cancel na siya. Then we have negative 4y plus 9y, so we have 5y. Then we have here 10 minus 15z, so 10z minus 15z is negative 5z. Okay, and we have negative 4 plus negative 6, or negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10. Okay, so pwede mo pa siya i-simplify. Okay, kasi since we have 5, 5, and 10. So, if we divide all of them by 5, so magiging 5. Okay, so pwede naman pala siyang i-factor out na lang natin yung 5, then divide both sides by 5. Okay, ayun. So, parang ganito nangyari. So, 5, then y minus z, then dinivide siya sa, or dito ko na lang sulat para mas malinaw. 5y minus z is equal to negative 10. Divide both sides by 5 para ma-simplify. So, we have y minus z is equal to negative 2. So, ayan. So, we have, dito na tayo. So, y minus z is equal to negative 10. So, para lang makuha natin yung value ng isang variable, so for example, kunin natin lang yung value ng y. So, we have y is equal to, this is negative 2. So, we have y is equal to z minus 2. Okay? Ayan. So, we have this, z minus 2. So, as you can see, pares lang siya dito. And also, sabi dyan, z can be any real number. Okay? So, bakit naging z is equal to, or can be any real number? So, kasi nga, dito sa ating nakuha value ng y, ayan, we have y is equal to z minus 2. So, tandaan natin to. Kasi magagamit natin to on the next step of our complete solution. Okay, so from the first equation, we can solve x in terms of z. Okay? So, ito yung ating first equation, di ba? Ayan. So, sabi dyan, we can solve x in terms of z. Di ba kanina, ang kinuha naman natin is y in terms of z. So, kunin naman natin yung x in terms of z. So, transpose lang ito. So, we have 3x plus 2y minus 5z is equal to 2. So, i-transpose nilang ito dun sa right side. So, we have 3x is equal to, so magiging positive na to since ito ay negative 5y, and ito ay magiging negative since ito ay positive 2y. So, we have 5z minus 2y plus 2. Okay? Then, dinivide both sides lang by 3. Ayan. So, kaya siya naging x is equal to 5z minus 2y plus 2 divided by 3. Okay. So, after that, since meron na tayong value ng x, okay, so, and meron na tayo ng value ng y, so, we can substitute the value of y here. Ayan. So, that, ang x natin is in terms of z. Kasi, di ba yung y natin kanina is equal to z minus 2. So, ang y natin in terms of z. Then, dapat yung x in terms of z pa din. Okay? So, paano siya magiging in terms of z? Substitute lang natin yung y, which is equal to z minus 2, to get x in terms of z. Okay? So, ayan. So, x, sulat ko dito para makita nyo din. So, x is equal to 5z minus 2. Then, yung y, itong y na to, substitute natin sa yung value niya na z minus 2 times z minus 2 plus 2 divided by 3. Ayan. So, next we have, simplify natin, x is equal to 5z minus 2 times z is 2z. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4 plus 2 over 3. Again, simplify lang ulit natin. So, we have 5z minus 2z is 3z. Then, 4 plus 2 is 6 over 3. Okay? Then, x is equal to, pwede nating i-factor out yung 3 para makancel natin. So, we have 3 is equal to 2. So, we have z, and so, ito na lang. Z plus 2 over 3. So, cancel lang natin yung 3. So, we have x is equal to z plus 2. So, kung mapapansin nyo, in terms of z na rin yung x. Ibig sabihin yung x natin is, in terms of z na, kumbaga dun yung value ng x is, pwede tayo magkaroon ng variable z, or may variable z dun sa value ng x. So, since nabanggit kanina din, ayan, so meron tayong value ng x, may value na tayo ng y, and ang z natin is any real number. Okay, so paano siya naging example ng many solution? So, let's try solving it. So, sabi 'di ba dito sa tatlong ito, z is any real number. So, pwede tayo mag-assign ng kahit anong real number. Okay? So, for example, ang aking z ay 1. Okay? So, paano ko makuha ang value ng x at y? So, para makuha ko ang value ng x at y, substitute ko lang yung value ng z dito. So, for x is equal to, ang x ko diba is z plus 2. Okay, so, since ang z ko is 1, so x is equal to 1 plus 2. So, x will be 3. Nakuha nyo? Okay, so, kung baga ganito siya, ayan, dito ko lang sulat. So, x is equal to z plus 2. Eh, ang z ko is 1. So, x is equal to 1 plus 2. Then, kaya siya naging x is equal to 3. Next. So, paano ko makuha ang y? So, y, z minus 2. So, since ang z ko is 1, so we have z minus 2. Then, y is equal to 1 minus 2. Then, ang y ko will be 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So, this will be negative 1. Ayan. Okay, so meron tayong value ng tatlong variables. So we can substitute it dun sa ating mga equations, maalin dun sa dalawa, para makita natin kung tama ba yung mga value ng x dun sa ating given equation. So let's try it. So 3x plus 2y minus 5z is equal to 2. So substitute natin yung value ng tatlong variables. So 3 times x, ang x natin is 3, plus 2, ang y natin is negative 1, minus 5, ang z natin is 1, which is equal to 2. Simplify lang natin. So we have 9 plus, or negative 2, minus 5 is equal to 2. Simplify lang natin. 9 minus 2 minus 5 is equal to 2. So 9 minus 2 is 7, minus 5 is 2. So we have 2 is equal to 2. Okay, so as you can see, equal siya. So paano siya naging many solution? So pwede pa tayo mag-assign since ang ating z is any real number. Ayan, any real number. So pwede pa tayo ulit mag-assign ng isa pang variable ni z. So for example, dito na lang. So we have, ang z kung wari ko ay 3. So, paano ko makukuha ang value ng x at y? So, ganun ulit, substitute lang natin dito sa dalawang ito para makuha natin yung value ng x and y. So, for x, ayan, dito na lang muna sa baba kasi sikip na doon. So, we have x is equal to z plus 2. So, ang z ko ay 3, di ba ito? So, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So, ang x ko ay 5. X is equal to 5. Then, sa y naman, okay, so, ano ko lang. Ayan. So, ang y naman, so, y is equal to z minus 2. Ang z ko ay 3, di ba? So, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So, ang aking y ay 1. So, substitute naman natin siya dun sa equation ulit. Okay? So, para makita natin kung tama. So, pwede nyo siyang i-substitute dun sa, maalin dun sa dalawang solution. Dalawang equation. So, substitute natin. We have 3x plus 2y minus 5z is equal to 2. Okay. So, 3, ang x natin ay 5 plus 2, ang y natin ay 1 minus 5, ang z natin ay 3 is equal to 2. So, we have 3 times 5, 15. 2 times 1 is 2. And negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. Or minus 15 is equal to 2. So, as you can see, 15 minus 15. So, cancel na to. Then, 2 is equal to 2. Okay. So, makikita nyo, kaya siya example ng many solutions. Ibig sabihin, by using this, itong nakuha natin, okay, na value ng x, y, and z, is maraming pwedeng solution ang magawa. Kaya nga siya example of many solutions. Ayun. Next is, ayan, so ito rin, guide din siya para maipakita na yung given equations natin is an example of many solutions. So next we have the example for no solution. So walang solution basically. So consider the linear system. So here we have three equations, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So for the solution of this, eliminate variable x of first and second equations by simply multiplying 3 to first equation and then apply subtraction. Okay? So sulat ko na lang din kung ano yung nangyari dito. So we have first, ang sabi is first, diba, and second equations. So we have x plus 3y is equal to 5 and 3x minus 6y is equal to negative 30. Okay. So, to eliminate the variable x, multiply lang ako dito ng negative 3. Then, simplify. Negative 3 times x, negative 3x. Negative 3 times 3y, so so negative 9y. Then, negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Then, we have 3x, retain lang. cy is equal to negative 30. Then, makakancel na siya. Then, we have, here is, negative 15y is equal to, ilan na to? Negative 45. then negative 15, divide both sides by negative 15. So, our y is equal to 3. So, as you can see, parehas din naman siya. Okay, so nakuha na natin yung variable na y. So, ang dapat kasi dito sa no solution is yung mga values ng x, y, and z, or kuwari, dapat iisa lang yung value. Since example siya ng no solution, okay? So, kailangan mapakita natin na hindi unique yung mga variables or yung value ng variables. So, next, since may value dito, may value na tayo ng y which is equal to 3. So, for this, combine first and third equation. So, ito yung ating first equation and third equation. So, anong ginawa dito? Bakit meron namang value ng y? So, kailangan kasi nating ipakita, since example siya ng no solution, is magkaroon pa ng value ulit ng y. Kasi hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng dalawang value. Since example nga siya ng no solution, hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng dalawang value yung iisang variable. Kung mapapansin nyo dito, ayan, ito may nakasulat. Thus, the simultaneous combination of equations and obtain two possible values of y led to the system of equations to be no solution. Okay? So, walang solution. Kasi nga, naging dalawa yung value. And, syempre, example nga rin siya ng no solution. So, paano naging ganito to? Paano nakuha ulit yung variable na, yung value ng y which is equal to 2? So, balikan ko lang yung equation kanina. So, we have x plus 3y, x plus 3y is equal to 6. And yung third equation natin ay 4x plus 7y minus 4x plus 7y equals 10. Okay. Ayan. So, ito yung ating first equation kanina and second. So, para lang makancel yung ating x, okay, and makakakuha tayo ng value ng y, which satisfy the no solution. Okay. So, kasi kapag nakakuha tayo ng dalawang value ng iisang variable, ayun, so example na siya ng no solution kasi hindi pwedeng dalawa yung value. Since it will not satisfy our given equations. Kasi guys, yung mga value ng variables na nakukuha natin, we can substitute it sa lahat ng equation. So, dapat is masatisfy niya yun. Okay? So, since dito, dalawa yung value ng ating variable y, which is example siya ng no solution, ayun, so sinasatisfy niya yung pagiging no solution ng ating system of equations. Okay, so let's continue here. So, nag-multiply lang siya dun sa first equation ng negative 4. So, we have negative 4x minus 12y minus equals negative 24. Wait lang, mali pa. Ay, sorry, mali pa lang akin ito. Ito dapat ay 20. Negative 20. Then, we have 4x plus 7y is equal to 10. Equals. So, cancel na siya. Then, we have negative 12y plus 7y is negative 5y. Then, negative 20 plus 10 is negative 10. So, divide both sides by negative 5. So, we have y is equal to 2. Kung mapapansin nyo, parehas lang doon. Ayun. So, yun. Ibig sabihin, nakakuha tayo ng dalawang value ng y, which is equal to 5. 5 nga ba? 3, sorry. So, we have 3 and 2. So, hindi siya pwede. Hindi pwede dalawa yung value ng ating y, since example siya ng no solution. Then, ayun, napakita natin na yung ating system of equations ay example siya ng no solutions. So, hindi na naman gagawin yung geometrical interpretation. Ayun. Next, so this is a word problem, okay? And we need to analyze this to get the system of equations that we need to have. Kasi yun yung gagamitin natin para ma-solve natin yung ating problem. So, for example 4, an oil refinery produces low sulfur and high sulfur fuels. So, meron tayong low sulfur and high sulfur fuels. Each ton of low sulfur fuel, so ayan, kada ton daw ng low sulfur fuel requires 5 minutes sa blending plant. Okay? And 4 minutes naman sa refining plant. And each ton of high sulfur fuel requires 4 minutes sa blending plant and 2 minutes sa refining plant. Okay? Ayun. So, if the blending plant is available for 3 hours, so yung blending plant available siya ng 3 hours, and your refining plant is available for 2 hours, then how many tons of each type of fuel should be manufactured so that the plants are fully utilized? Okay? So sa low sulfur, sulat natin na low sulfur fuel. Ayan, so sa 'di ba siya ay 5 minutes sa blending plant. So 5 minutes sa blending plant and 4 minutes sa refining plant. Then yun naman ating high sulfur fuel is 4 minutes sa blending plant and 2 minutes sa refining plant. Okay? So we can denote this low sulfur fuel as X and this high sulfur fuel as Y. Okay, so let's continue since ito naman is nakasulat din dun sa next slide. Ayan. So, ayan. So, formulate equations from the problem itself. So, kailangan kasi natin gumawa ng equations do sa given problem. So, dinenote natin na ang low sulfur fuel or LSF is X and high sulfur fuel or HSF as Y. Okay. So, sabi din, ayan, ito, di ba, nabanggit ko na to kanina. Ayan, nabanggit ko na din naman siya kanina. Ayan. Then dito, yung 3 hours natin, di ba? 3 hours daw dun sa yung na-available yung ating blending plant. So, if we convert it to minutes, so we have 180 minutes. And yung 2 hours ng ating refining plant, so kapag convert natin siya in minutes, is 120 minutes. Okay? Ayun. So, paano tayo makakagawa ng equation? So, di ba, ang ating low sulfur fuel for this is X. So, since we have this, so we can have 5x and 4x. Then, for this naman, we have 4y and 2y. So, we can have our equation like this. So, we have 5x plus 4y is equal to, since di ba blending plant, so we have equals 180. Then, for this refining plant naman, so we have 4x plus 2y is equal to 120. So, this is our equations. We have equation 1 and equation 2. Alright, let's continue. So, ayan. So, nakasulat na dito. We have equation 1 and equation 2. So, by applying again the elimination method, okay guys, so yun, basically, laging ginagagamit ang elimination method to get the value of a certain or a specific variable. Okay, so sulat ko lang dito yung ating equation 1 and equation 2. So, we have 5x plus 4y is equal to 180. So, this is our equation 1. And 4x plus 2y is equal to 120. So, ito ay 2 ha. Second equation. Okay? So, ayan. So, anong gagawin natin dito? So, kung mapapansin nyo dito, nagkaroon tayo ng value ng y. So, ibig sabihin, since nagkaroon tayo ng value ng y, nag-eliminate siya ng variable x. So, paano natin i-eliminate yung variable x? So, we can divide both, we can multiply both sides. We can multiply both equations by, so we have here, pwede ako mag-multiply negative 4 and dito ay 5. So, kung mapapansin nyo is, ayan na siya, parehas lang din siya. Bakit magkaparehas lang? Kasi syempre, pag yung product nitong dalawa is, kumbaga is parehas lang, ito lang ay naka-negative. Ayan, so ayan, may negative pa din naman siya. You can distribute pa din naman dito. Okay, so simplify lang natin. So we have negative 4 times 5x is negative 20x. Negative 4 times 4y is negative 16y. Negative 4 times 180 is equal to negative 720. So 5 times 4x is 20x. Then we have 5 times 2y is 10y. Then we have 5 times 120 is 600. So, simplify lang natin. So, cancel na siya since negative 20x plus 20x is 0. Then, negative 16y plus 10y is negative 6y. And negative 720 plus 600 is negative 120. Then, divide both sides by 6. Then, we have y is equal to 20. So, as you can see, parehas lang yung lumabas. Therefore, y is equal to 20. Then, 20 number of tons of high sulfur fuel should be manufactured so that the plants are fully utilized. Okay? Ayun. So, nakuha na natin yung sagot for high sulfur fuel. So, solve for x naman tayo since nakuha na natin yung variable yung value ng y. So, since nakuha na natin yung value ng y, and kung mapapansin nyo, dalawa lang naman yung variable na meron tayo. So, we can substitute na lang the value of y. So, we have, ayan, ito yung ating first equation, di ba? So, 5x plus 4, di ba 4y siya? Sinubstitute na lang yung value ng y dito. Ayan. So, we have 20. 4 times 20 is equal to 180. Then, 5x plus 4 times 20 is 80 is equal to 180. Then, transpose lang natin tong 80. So, we have 5x is equal to 180 minus 80. So, 5x is equal to 100. Then, divide both sides by 5. So, we have x is equal to 20. So, 20 number of tons of low sulfur fuel should be manufactured so that the plants are fully utilized. Ayun. So, nasagot na yung ating tanong kung ilan yung number ng tons ang pwedeng manufactured for high sulfur fuel and low sulfur fuel so that the plants are fully utilized. Ayun. So, yun guys, doon nag-end na ang ating first discussion for system of linear equations. So, meron tayong na-explain natin kung ano yung example ng linear equation, and also we have for system of linear equation with unique solution, many solution, and no solution. Also, we are able to solve a word problem. Okay, ayun. So, for your reminders, since kakaroon kayo ng exercises or exercise activity, so this is my reminder. Kindly answer the following items. You can use any sheet of paper for your answers, or you can answer the items directly on the space provided na ibibigay ko. Kasi magsasend pa din naman ako ng PDF file dun sa ating Google Classroom para magkaroon kayo ng assessment dun sa ating na-discuss. You can use Cam Scanner to take a photo of your solutions. Output will be submitted in PDF file. Okay guys, so PDF file lang. Magsasend wag Google Docs on our Google Classroom on the given deadline. Okay, so this is your exercises. So we have exercise 1.1, system of linear equations. So solve the linear systems and the word problems if possible. So we have 3 linear systems and 2 word problems. So ayan. So that's it for today. So if you have any questions, you can message me directly on my on Facebook. Ayun. So, that's all for today. Thank you guys. God bless.